welcome to the start of yet another reading vlog. In this vlog I will be reading Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. I started the book in my last vlog and I plan to continue reading it in this video. I also would like to get round to finishing Young Honeymooners because I have a really bad habit of starting books and not finishing them. I also might read some summer romance, or I quite fancy reading some more young adult fantasy books after reading Oathbound. I would love to reread some of my old favourite young adult fantasy books that I read in school and see what my opinions are now, but also I have quite a few book series that I need to continue or finish, so I guess we'll just see. And this will be more of a mood reading vlog of what I feel like reading. And that's okay because I am a mood reader and reading's only fun when you choose what you truly want to read. It's now quite late into the evening and I have 100 pages left of Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson, and I'm getting tearful. I'm a book crier and this is gonna make me cry. And also I no longer hate Dalinar. He's not annoying me anymore. I actually like him now again, which is good. The end of this book is mind-blowing and I refuse to go to sleep until I finish it. And I hadn't planned to finish it today. I had some things I had to do, but then I kind of cancelled everything else so that I could read. So this book will be finished tonight, hopefully, if I don't fall asleep. And I like Dalinar again, so that's good. But keep you updated. It's now Thursday and I never gave a reading update yesterday, which is that not last night but the night before I finished Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. I stayed up quite late finishing it and it was really good. And I didn't regret it the next day because I really enjoyed it. I gave it 5 stars and by the end I didn't hate Dalinar anymore. And I'm excited to read the next one, but they're so big that I'll probably take a break to read some shorter books, which I did because yesterday I managed to finish reading The Honeymooners. I read the last 50%. And it was a pretty busy day yesterday. I did some baking with my mum, then my friend came round and we did read a bit together, but mostly we were gaming. And then today I thought it would probably be best if I pick up one of my library books because I have a few from the library still. And I've decided that I'm going to read The 12th Night. This is by Olivia Blake, but under a different name for a young adult book. And it's about this girl who likes gaming and there's a romance. I'm not quite sure what it's about, to be honest, but I will update you when I figure it out. All I know is it's about gaming, fantasy and romance, and it's young adult, so it should be quite an easy, quick read. I'm quite excited to read it. I've not seen anybody talk about it. I just saw it in the library and picked it up. I didn't even realise who it was by. And I'm hoping it's good. I have a good feeling about this. I think it will be good and I'll update you later on today. So just a quick update. I'm 100 pages into 12th Night. I'll continue reading more today, hopefully. My copy is a library copy, but I definitely will be buying the book because it's really, really good. I really like it, and I like young adult and like romance in young adult books because it's more, in a way, it's more complicated because they're young and they're learning about love and life, but it's not a main part of the story. The main part is the gaming and them not liking each other to hopefully liking each other and helping each other because they're both struggling and the game is what's helping them cope. And it's just really fun. It's now Friday and I have a really quick reading update, which is that I forgot to mention that I read volume 1 of the Sad Ghost Club. It was really good and I've reserved the other 3 volumes to the library to pick up. I love the artwork and it's just so cute. Just look. It's honestly so adorable and I love ghosts. I love autumn, Halloween, everything like that. And it's so heartwarming and quick to read. And I will read the others really soon. I'm also still reading 12th Night and really enjoying it, but I've been quite busy. I do plan on going to the library today to pick up some reservations, and I've got quite a few books to pick up, so I guess I'll do a library haul later. For now, I need to get ready to go out to the library and continue reading 12th Night, and because of reading it, I decided to restart playing Skyrim, so I'm on a new Skyrim run, which is probably not the best decision right now because I need to get reading done because I have library books on loan, but it's Skyrim, so what can I say? Everyone else is playing Tales of the Shire right now, which I'm not. I've got my Steam Deck. I haven't downloaded Tales of the Shire yet because I'm waiting to see what people say about how well it runs on Steam Deck. So once I find out, I'll probably get it and play it, but right now I'm deep diving into Skyrim again and it's spiraling. I'm not reading enough or as much. There's no such thing as reading enough. I'm just not reading as much as I'd like to because Skyrim is taking over that and watching horrible histories, which is another current obsession. If you live in the UK and you grew up watching horrible histories, please tell me, because I used to love it. Then I hated it because it was really gross, because it is really gross. And then I started watching it again and it's just really funny. Last night I was painting and watching horrible histories. I had a great time. And then I played Skyrim for quite a while and went through character creation 3 times to try and decide if I liked my character or not, because I'm quite picky. But that's my reading update and I'll update you later. It will be probably late afternoon, hoping for a chilled out day, nice trip to the library, some reading, some Skyrim, and I'll keep you posted. So yeah. So I had some technical difficulties. In other words, I accidentally deleted my update clip where I spoke about that I finished the book 12th Night. I really liked it, probably because I'm a gamer, and that's probably why. The main character, the girl, she's quite moody. I don't really understand why she's so moody. She's not likeable at all, but just reading about people who love gaming as much as I do was really fun. I did go to the library. I decided to reread The Hobbit because of everybody playing Tales of the Shire, and The Hobbit's really good, and I'm on chapter 5, which is the chapter where we meet Gollum, which is my favourite chapter in the book. And Lord of the Rings is my favourite book series of all time, so it's fun to be doing a reread. I do reread them every year, so it's kind of more like a casual reread. I'll continue till the end of the year. I'm also reading The Garden Against Time by Olivia Lang. Olivia Lang, I think it's said. It's spelled Laing, about her restoring a very old walled garden in Suffolk, and it's talking about how gardening has helped her and during COVID and everything like that. It's So I'm reading this and taking my time with it a bit because it's non-fiction, and I don't tend to read non-fiction, but I love gardening, and the way it's written is really nice. It just feels like she's talking to you, and it's something I'm really interested in. So this is so far enjoyable. I've only read one chapter and I will read more, but it's just deciding, do I read The Hobbit or do I read this book? Because I do struggle with reading too many books at once. I do that quite a lot, and I'm trying to stop myself from reading another one because part of me wants to read the new V. Schwab book, which I have, but I'm telling myself no, not until I finish The Hobbit, at least until I finish The Hobbit. But I've been super busy. I'm busy again today, but I've been busy seeing people, having friends over, did baking for one of them, which I'll put a clip in. So I've been busy, but still reading. I still learn a lot reading, but just not so many updates. So hopefully today I'll get quite a bit of reading done and be able to update you more later. The weather's not particularly nice at the moment. I hope it brightens up because I'd love to read The Garden Against Time in the garden. But also, if it does brighten up, I'll be gardening as well, so I won't have as much reading time. But I'm happy with that, so that's the plans for the day. So I did end up finishing The Hobbit last night, and I'm still reading The Garden Against Time. I'm hoping to finish it today and then end the vlog because it feels like it's been going on for so long. But it's really nice outside today, and this book is perfect to read in the garden. I'm currently sat in the garden on my swing bench and looking around at all the green. It's really pretty. So I thought I'd wrap up the reading vlog here as I finished quite a few books, and I wanted to just go through them and let you know my thoughts more updated and more put together. The first book I finished in this video was Oathbringer by Brandon Sanderson. This huge book. I really enjoyed it. I ended up binge reading about the last 400 pages, I think. And when I started reading it, I really didn't like Dalinar. And then in the last 300 pages, I changed my mind and he wasn't getting on my nerves anymore. I'm really excited to read book 4 and 5 and also the novella in between, which I think I'll probably get to quite soon because I'm so close to finishing the series. I just want to do it, like get it done, not because I want it to be over, but because I want to be caught up, and that will be one less series on my currently reading list of the many series I'm in the middle of that I really need to sort out. But reading this was part of sorting out that list. I gave this 5 stars. I loved it. As always, Brandon Sanderson books, it was amazing. I don't have much to say because spoilers, but what I can say is please read Brandon Sanderson. I know there's so many different ways to enter the Cosmere. I personally would start with the Mistborn trilogy but I also feel that the Mistborn trilogy is probably the most accessible of his books. So if you like big heavy fantasy books, quite literally big and heavy, then go for it. The next book I read was The Sad Ghost Club Volume 1 by Liz Meddings. I borrowed this from the library, so I can't actually show it to you because I've returned it now. It was really sweet, really fun. It was a graphic novel just about this ghost who feels like they're the only one who's sad and lonely, and they're not, and they go to a party, and there's illustrations in it that are so beautiful and so cute and charming. Really quick, easy read, and really sweet. I gave that one 5 stars as well because I really loved it. I don't read many graphic novels, but I do plan on reading the rest of the volumes in that series. The next book I read was 12th Night, which is by Olivia Blake, but she has a different name written for this book. It's published under the name Alexine Farrell Fulmouth. I'm just checking my Goodreads to try and pronounce it. This book, it's problematic. I gave it 4 stars. At the time, I wanted to give it 5 stars, then I lowered it to 4 because the main character, the girl, is really unlikable. In this book, we follow Jack and Vi. Vi loves video games and she plays online, but her character she plays as is a man because it's a online RPG, big gaming community that she plays. She also played Dungeons and Dragons at the beginning of the book, but essentially she's not very likable. Her friends don't like her, they're not very kind about it, and she's kind of just mean to everyone. And then Jack is a sporty guy who gets an injury during his school football match, and because of his injury he can't play, so he's stuck in his house not knowing what to do, and his friend tells him, I found this game called 12th Night. So he starts playing the game, and Vi ends up helping him in the game, but she is pretending to be her brother so that Jack doesn't find out, because she tries to tell him she hates him. So it's hate to love romance. It's young adult. It's really sweet, kind of sweet as in young adult romance tends to be sweet. I think that if you don't like gaming, you won't like this book because the characters aren't particularly likable. I just enjoyed reading about them gaming and their habits, and it felt nostalgic to me of when I was younger playing a lot of League of Legends late into the night. So I really enjoyed that book and wouldn't necessarily recommend it for everyone, wouldn't be everybody's cup of tea. But if you like gaming and fantasy, then definitely go for it. Next, I reread The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. I reread The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings every year, as this is my favourite book series of all time. And I reread The Hobbit because I just needed a comfort read. I hadn't done my reread this year yet, so I started, and I will be continuing more of a casual reread of Lord of the Rings. As always, love The Hobbit, 5 stars. It's so comforting, so funny, and to me it just feels like a hug. It's just the ultimate hug, and it's perfect for reading. In my opinion, it's perfect for reading in kind of like a summery day in the garden with the warmth of the sun on you. I wish I was a hobbit. Their lives look so great. I just really wish I was a hobbit. If I could run away and start a new life, I would start life as a hobbit. And Tales of the Shire, the video game, is out. I've not played it yet. I'm waiting to see what people say because I'll get it on Steam Deck and I'm not sure how it runs on there yet, so wait and see. I've seen good things about it, and it is probably the reason why I wanted to reread The Hobbit, and I don't regret that because I had a great time. Read it really quickly because it's just easy, fun, comforting book that I've read more times than I can count now. So reread that one, although I need to read more books that are new to me rather than rereading all the time, which is one of my problems. And then the last book I read in this vlog was The Garden Against Time by Olivia Lang, I think it's pronounced. I borrowed this from the library, and it's a memoir about Olivia, and she restores an old garden. That's all I can really say about it. It does have parts set in lockdown, in the UK in lockdown, and it was just the way she wrote about the garden and the plants was very lyrical, and I read the majority of this whilst being outside, and I love gardening, I love plants, and it was really sweet to read this, a memoir. I don't think I've read a memoir before. It just feels like having a conversation with a friend. Definitely want to read more non-fiction books, and I do have a few that I want to read, although it referenced Paradise Lost so many times. I feel like I have to read that book now, but it looks very intimidating, so we'll have to wait and see if that actually happens. I really feel like I need to, because it's referenced throughout the whole book, but it's an intimidating classic. I'm not sure I can actually do it, so we'll see. And then my mum will be borrowing this before I return it to the library. It's really charming, and again, non-fiction. I'm trying to read more books kind of out of my comfort zone of horror and fantasy, although I'm still reading a lot of fantasy, but kind of trying different things like romance, non-fiction. I found that I really enjoy lit fic. I also would like to read some historical books, even historical romance. I've got a few from the library that I'd like to read, and on the Kindle Unlimited, because there's always stuff on there. That was my reading week. It was really good reading week, lots of good books. I don't think any of those were a letdown, unlike last week. So that's the end of the vlog, and I hope to see you again soon.